Shalom, shalom. The 144,000 elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rokah HaKodash. Double honor to the apostle nails of the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, have mercy upon you. I've tried it once more, y'all. I don't know what's going on, man. Earlier, it was can't even explain it, so it don't really matter. I just couldn't get it doing my video like I wanted to do it. So you have been stopping me from doing just making a basic video. But let's get into this Pope. I got this on Fox 13, Seattle. It say new Pope elected. White smoke pours out of Sistine chapel chimney at the Vatican. You know, Jake been trusting in this, and I was skimming through the crowd, man, of the people, and I'm looking. I'm like, most of these people that are down here in this crowd right here, because I was looking through. I looked through about 9 minutes of it. Look like Northern Kingdom. Hey, simple as hell, man. Simple as hell. And you know, now you see why the Northern Kingdom or the children of Israel, which is everybody outside of the Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which is Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, and Naphtali. All those people. Now you see why the Heavenly Father allowed them to be in the condition that they're in. Even though Judah went off too, you so-called blacks, you know, West Indies and Haitians, speaking on the American. You know, what that is, Proverbs 1:22, how long ye simple ones will ye love simplicity, and the scorners delight, and the scorners and fools hate knowledge. You know, every time you try to teach one of these jokers, they would, man, they hate the Lord, man. They same way they hated who everyone ignorantly called Jesus, and which was the prophet. They hate the prophets, man. As a whole, they hate the prophets. You know, not just only speaking on who everyone ignorantly called Jesus. They hate the prophets, man. Why do they hate the prophets? Because when the prophets came, they had to either change their ways, because they were given reproved, right? And in the process of them being reproved, they got to change their ways. So they wanted to be, you know, we Israelites, man, you know, and it's very clear that we are the children of Israel, man. We hard-headed as hell, man. We hard-headed as hell. Let's look at a little of this here, then I'm going to go into a few precepts here and now. So let's hear that. Let me turn this up a little bit here. Let me start it over first.
Out of the Sistine Chapel, white smoke was billowing out just a few.
Look at that, man. That's Northern Kingdom. Just like I just said. I didn't really.
At the bottom of our screen, and now we're seeing.
Look at the crowd. Look at the crowd, man. Those look like a bunch of Northern Kingdom Israelites. Look at that. Look like a so-called white man. Look at that. That look like a sister right there. Look at that. Most of this crowd looks to be the Northern Kingdom. You know, you expect Esau, even the so-called white people, to acknowledge these things, but look who's in dead front. Most of these are what? Northern Kingdom Israelites. The evil,
man. We do have apparently a new.
Huh? What you see here? What you see here? And in the process, there's like some old LGBTQ crap. But, you know, they got their flags around them. It's Northern Kingdom, man.
Pope out of the Sistine Chapel. White smoke was billowing out just a few moments ago. We've been on Pope watch for a couple of days here. This is the second day, and you can see that smoke coming out, and that's out of the chimney, and that indicates a new Pope has been elected during the conclave. So this is traditional to see this smoke coming out, and the world really finding out about this outcome. Maybe thought it was going to go into the end of the week, Bill, here, and maybe into next week. Who knows? But
the world worshiping the wicked, including the Israelites. You're worshiping the wicked. Celebrating what? You worshiping the wicked. That's why this place, the world is in the, Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The wicked still controls the earth. And most of you all are Israelites. Man, we are as the sand of the sea, man. There are billions of us, man. We may even damn near outnumber all of the nations together, outside of the children of Israel. It's a possibility we may be closer to that number or outnumbering them. So that most of these people that are celebrating this wicked ass Pope is what? Northern kingdom of the children of Israel. Well, you can't leave Judah out either. They go in there too, so-called black.
We are watching this, and it is finally coming out. We've had live reports from the Vatican this morning, all morning long. You can see the bell ringing there over the city, and look at the crowds in the bottom. I'm sure you can hear the cheers and chants of what's going on with this new Pope coming out, which we don't know who that is yet, but we will for sure keep you posted on that as we keep watching this morning. But a celebration across the Vatican and across the world as we watch a new Pope being elected and pushed into that there at the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah, 133 cardinals have been sequestered in the conclave inside the Sistine Chapel.
Look at this wickedness here, man. Look at this wickedness here, man. People really don't pay attention to the images here that's on top of this Vatican church. They really don't pay attention to the images, man. All this shit means something, man.
And the smoke from that chimney that you were seeing there has been installed on the Sistine Chapel for this very reason. We had seen previous votes of dark smoke coming out, indicating that there was no conclusive vote. But now the white smoke coming out, and you just see the crowds there in St. Peter's Square cheering at
a bunch of juicy fruits, Skittles. That's what they are. Most of these people are up in here, a bunch of Skittles. This world, man, this place needs to be cleansed, man. Starting with America. America's gonna get it. They all are gonna get it. No one is gonna get it like America, though. No one is gonna get it like America.
as the bells are ringing, confirming that the electors that have been sequestered since Wednesday have reached two-thirds majority decision on who will succeed Pope Francis and a new leader for the world's 1.4 billion Catholics.
Yeah, and Bill, it'll be interesting to see. There is a lot of diversity in there. It'll be interesting to see.
1.4 billion Catholics. Well, the wickedness is everywhere.
The ethnicity and the age of this new pope. Traditionally, we've had popes that are a little bit older. Who knows what to expect, but we will, I'm sure, get the announcement of who this actually is, and we'll have more ceremonies and live coverage of this. But you can see at the Vatican, communities are going crazy all over the world with the excitement there. Some onlookers who are visiting, just kind of hanging out.
Excitement about what? We're going to continue another year, 2 years, 4 years, however long I guess he's there forever until he dies. Well, but continue to what? Mess around with children, LGBTQ. Let me see something. Let's see something. I think that was the other pope. I don't think the one that spoke on the new pope stance on. Let's do that. The new pope stance on LGBTQ. Let's see what he say here. The newly elected pope stance on LGBTQ individuals is yet to be fully defined, as he is still settling into his role. However, he is known. Let me see something here. What date this is? Let me just read it. I don't know if let me just read it. However, he is known for being a contrite and progressive on social issues, similar to Pope Francis. While he opposes ordaining women as deacons, great wickedness, which aligns with more conservative views on church doctrine. See, one thing about women, women are more susceptible to what? It's receiving wickedness, man. And what do I mean? They can be deceived. Look at the Baptist churches in all of the neighborhoods of our neighborhoods. You see a bunch of women up in there, man. And what's going on up in there? Wickedness, which aligns with more conservative views on church doctrine. He is generally seen as more inclusive of what are marginalized groups. Here's a more detailed look at the situation, legacy of Pope Francis. That's not him. Let's see some. Cardinal, okay, over him, Cardinal breaking Robert Prevost, elected first American. Let me click on that, y'all. I'm gonna put a little more of this in. I'm gonna click on that right there. This is Pope. Let me see, new Pope individual. The newly elected Pope. There we go. There we go. New Pope's initial impression. The newly elected Pope, Robert Prevost, sound like old German now, name now, has been what? Described as a contrite with a progressive social outlook, while he is considered conservative on some issues like female ordination. He is seen as supportive of what a marginalized group similar to what Pope Francis. There it is. You know, they got to keep those females. See, they're going off. Where in the scriptures anywhere they say about making a woman to be deacon over a church, or second in charge, or first? What does it say? Nowhere. You know, all these old LGBTQ people, man, they everywhere, man. Ongoing dialogue. The Catholic Church continue to grapple with LGBTQ issues, with many within the community hoping for a continuation of Pope Francis' more inclusive approach. They all are for that. This is why when one of these popes or some get caught with messing around with children, no one really has an issue with it as a majority, as a whole. Why? Because most of the people that are gathered with this wickedness are those type of people. The new Pope's decision and actions will shape the future of churches' relationship with the LGBT. Why we gotta be talking about some damn LGBTQ community crap when they're dealing with the Most High? See, these people, this church, this mess is not of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It's of Jesus Christ, which is their God. Homosexuality, a human fact. See that? Homosexuality, a human. This is Francis called homosexuality a human fact. During a May 2024 interview with CBS News, Nora or Danielle, he personally met with LGBTQ Catholic groups, including Bernados, New Ways Ministry, and he clarified that transgender people can be baptized and serve as God parents. See that? Hey man, this place is through, man. Huh? This place is through, man. New Pope Robert. Let me click on this here. New Pope Robert Prevost. Think of how you say that. Prevost, 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 has expressed. Let me click on this. New Pope Robert Prevost has expressed anti-LGBTQ, there you go, views Here we go, y'all. Robert Prevost has elected as Pope following the death of Pope Francis last month. But he had previously expressed anti-LGBTQ views. Prevost, who is the first American to hold the position of head of Catholic Church, will be known as Pope Leo. What that is? The 15th. Oh shit. Oh Lord, y'all. Look what jumped up. Look what jumped up. We value your privacy. They didn't clicked off the stuff I was reading. They didn't clicked off what I was reading, y'all. I'm thinking I get it back. Hold up. Let's see, can I get it back, y'all? Okay, consider a centrist and performer who was close to Pope Francis. Prevost, 69, was not considered a forerunner to be elected as pontiff, and does not have an extensive public record of speaking on LGBTQ issues. Why we got to talk about gay stuff through and through when we talking about? I mean, this mess is rampant everywhere. It's everywhere, man. However, the New York Times reports that in 2012, Prevost was critical of entertainment media that held sympathy for belief and practices that are at odds with the gospel, including this is not the gospel. This is their gospel. This is their gospel. This has nothing to do with. Listen, the scriptures is very clear on let me get that right quick. At Romans, the scriptures is very clear on homosexuality, man. We always trying to justify and try to use the scriptures for wickedness, man. For wickedness. What was that? 24? No. Romans 1 and 25. Who changed the truth of God, read it verbatim, into a lie and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, who is blessed forever. Right? You all are serving what? Serving the devil, man. The devil of the earth, which is Esau'S, the so-called white man. And you're serving his image into his name. Right? Name. These things don't have anything to do with the true and living God. For this cause, verse 24, 25, no 24, and 26, I'm sorry, Romans 1 and 26, for this cause, God gave them up unto vile affection. Meaning what? They're ashamed. As Israelites, but I'm speaking as a whole, as we're first to the Israelites, and then as whole what? The nation of people, which allows this wickedness, and you all northern and southern kingdom Israelites, you all are joined hand in hand with the devil, and in serving, and this is why this place I always say what's the favorite word, do what you want to do, be what you want to be. This is America now, but everyone follows the ways of America. This is a Western society. All Western societies are damn near in the same boat of shit when it comes to talking about this wickedness. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affection, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. It's against nature, man. So you all be talking about some celebrating this crap and talk about it. It shouldn't even be an issue being talked in no church nowhere if you all serving God. So this is very clear that they are not serving the true and living God. They are serving their own belly, which is what? Their lust and lusting for women. Women were lusting for women, men lusting for, and vice versa. Wickedness. However, New York Times reports that in 2012, Prevost was critical of entertainment media that held sympathy for belief and practices that are at odds with what gospel, which what I was just reading, including the homosexual lifestyle and what alternative families comprised of same-sex partners and their what adoption of children. See that? Then they give them children and what confusion. Children would never turn out right. How these children? These children would never, if not one or both, gonna be molesting the child. If not one of them, both of them will be what molesting the child, man. Destroying children, man. His appointments comes at a crucial time for the Catholic Church, which is grappling with growing internal division over the tradition, conservative doctrine, and the relatively more inclusive tone adopted by Pope Francis. Let me read a little more. During his decade of papal service, Pope Francis oversaw a Catholic Church in flux and acceptable of LGBTQ people. Francis made, look at wicked devil, man. Devil, man. Devil, man. Just pure wickedness. Francis made a number of statements and gestures aimed at pushing the church to be more welcoming to LGBTQ community, but has remained regressive in many areas. Hey man, the wickedness goes on and on and on. See that, Pope Francis? Here we go. Pope Francis said, being gay is not a crime. Oh my goodness. It's not a crime, y'all. It's not a crime. Before describing the criminalization of LGBTQ people as wrong, yeah, it's definitely not going to be a crime in this society. Why? Because it is the world has been is overtaken by who? Esau eating the devil. Of course, it won't be a crime because you know what? Because if we was in authority of the earth, the Israelites, it would be a death sentence, which is what it should be. Because two men or two women together can't appropriate anything, can't bring back nothing but lust, and that's not love, that's lust. Pope Francis said being gay is not a crime before describing the criminalization on LGBTQ people as wrong. He echoed these views when denouncing Uganda's anti-homosexual acts, saying discrimination is a sin and violence against them, the LGBTQ community, is unacceptable. You know, keep them where you keep that mess over there where they at, and then it wouldn't be in it. Hey man, let me see something. I can only hope that Pope Francis. You know, these people always. Let's see something. This is someone wrote 33 minutes ago. This is their little comment section. Listen to the crap him. I can only hope that Pope Francis changed his views because most American Catholics support gay marriages. But as America is the one that does what? Is the one that promotes this mess into the degree that it is. It started with who y'all be jumping around talking about some damn what his name is what that fucking name is Obama with his gay ass, right? You know what? Let me see if I got that in my phone right quick. When that let me see if I got this in my phone. I might have got rid of it. Let me see if I got it, y'all. Let me show you what I'm talking about in a few seconds. I got it in one of these damn. It might be on the other, on that pad. Let me see something. I don't know if y'all seen it or not. It was what's that thing named? Michelle Obama. It was it must be on my iPad. A video of where she was having an interview, and he spoke about, I gotta get that. Y'all just bear with me for what? About 10 seconds. Alright, let me see something here. I like proof points real quick. Let me prove something right quick, y'all. Let me see that I leave it. I might have got rid of it off him too, but I think I left it on here. Let's see something, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Don't mess with computers. Computers have to boot up and all that old crap. So let's go to let's see something. I saved it because I know I saved it because I think I'm gonna do a video on it. Let's see if I still got it. Damn. No, I don't have it, y'all. I'll put it up again, and I'll probably do a lesson on it. But it was Michelle Obama was doing an interview, and then it made a statement saying, how did it go? A man, I being a man, understands such and such. That's what she said. That's what it said. All right, let's listen to a little more of this here. Let's do a little more of this here right quick.
Looking and waiting day in and day out, staying there to Steve. That kind of spoke Billow out of the Sistine Chapel when they put it up. And one woman had said, there's so much diversity in the world right now. We just need something to bring us all together. And you can see the cheers of people clapping and excitement there as we roll through this morning. But gosh, a good billow of white smoke coming out.
Say, they had a lot of ballots to burn there. The new Pope's identity will be revealed in a while by the senior cardinal deacon. And apparently they will appear on the St. Peter's balcony that overlooks the square and then announce habeas papam. That's my worst Italian. We have a pope. So that's going to have, you're seeing signs in the crowd as well with...
we have a pope. Man, wickedness, man. Let's see something. Look at this here. Look at Eve. Look at this here, y'all. Look at this here. Through. Huh? Through. I'm going to leave it on her. Let's read this last portion of 27 here, which is Romans 1:27. And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one towards another, then men with men working that which is unseemly, and were receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was met. Which is what? Which is them being put to death. I wasn't even planning on going in on this which I'm not, for real. I just wanted to just go in on this wickedness, which is what we're, these devils, their wickedness, the wicked society, the wicked elite, starting with those bankers, the ones that control the society. They are the ones that thinking that the secret society, what I'm talking about, thinking that they are hidden, and thinking that the world does not see them. And we're in the time of Esau, Edom, as well as Eve being exposed for who they are and what they are, because they have been that closed net of wickedness. And every time you talk about what Esau, Edom, the Edomite gather on you to do what? To defend whatever it is, regardless of whether it's good or bad. To do what? To defend one another. Eve the same way. So these two, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, which is the serpent, and Eve, which is the so-called black woman, starting with them, which is what? Their wickedness is coming to a halt. And this is what you see now. So, Isaiah 47 and verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Who is that? Starting with what? Your wicked elite, the secret society, and what? Their secret worship. And worshiping what? Idols. Drinking blood, you name it. They're doing all these things to conjure up demons, to conjure up other levels of what? Of wickedness for them to what? to remain in control of the earth. But this coming to a halt because why? Because now the prophet been prophesying, and now we seeing the breaking down of start with America. Start with America. America is what? Is they're gonna get theirs, but the world is gonna get it as well. But no one is gonna get it like Babylon, which is America. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom in thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me. You know, y'all proud as hell. Starting with the wicked elite, and then you Israelite. All of you all are proud and boasting in what? In your wickedness. Verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. Because when it comes, it's going to come like a thief in the night. It's going to come as a thief in the night. Because DJ Trump is doing his job. By what? By the inner workings of what? Of America, destroying it. And then in the process of him destroying the inner workings of America, what's going to happen? He's going to do an uprising and putting military on the street. The word, what is it? Oh shit. Lost for words. What is it? Well, you know what goes along with New World Order? Chaos, hell on earth, right? Because hell is a condition. So the hell is going to be here on earth. So this is what you all have to, you ain't no preparing for what? The worst. And the worst include what? Include chaos. There's no preparing for this. Let's see something right quick. Yeah. Because now you see what? You see a lot of race wars. Well, not literally race war, but race concerning that back and forth. You used to have a back and forth with Jake trying to destroy one of them when they do what? When they gun one of us down. But we're headed that way. You know, people are so ignorant. As long as you can keep people talking about Democrat and Republican and have them going at one another, you can keep them what? In that bubble. Which is what? Which is full of confusion. Or Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. That's you ignorant Americans, Democrats and Republicans. And they shall what? Fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor. City against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So this is what we that word, and I'm saying, well, we as a whole, meaning the world. I'm saying the world, right? But mainly America, because America is has to be destroyed and it has to be leveled to what? To where non-existence, where no one will ever be able to what? To be will occupy this land over here again. All 5,000 square miles of it. No one will occupy this portion of the land again when what? When Yahweh destroy it. Therefore shall 47 in Isaiah 47 and 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from what? Whence it cometh. It riseth. And mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off. Because why? These are we're in the times of Yahweh getting ready to visit the earth. And you are not ready. You want to know why? But you still caught up in wickedness that this world teaches you. But the Lamentations 3 and 37. Who is he meaning he is what? Prophets. Who is he that saith, and it cometh to pass, when the Lord commandeth it not? Out of what? Out of the mouth of the Most High proceedeth not evil and good. Wherefore, doing living, man complain a man for what? For punishment of his sins. So you all are going to get what you have coming, which is what? Death and destruction. And death and destruction is at hand for all you all, man. Even for you, these wicked people over there in UK, man. Still worshiping idols and worshiping these wicked men that maybe even daily fooling around and fornicating with what? With little children. You ought to praising these people, man. You all know this here. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, meaning that hour, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Because you are what? You are having putting more confidence in what? In Esau, Edom, in their wickedness. Well, hey, man, it is what it is. You know, these jakes is not going to come out of worshiping these devils until what? Until how about Shimmy Hawashai to screw them all, man. Until he to screw them all. Let's go to real quick. Let's go to 2nd Esdras. 16. 2nd Esdras 16 and let's see something. That's late. 2nd Esdras 16:37. Behold, the plagues draw near, and are not slack. And those plagues consist of those ICBM missiles, right? First, and then who? Yahushua, the angels, the chariots. Real quick, let's see, 38. As when a woman with child in what? In her 9th month, bringeth forth her son. So this verse here is compared to childbirth, and it's used as an example of what? Of destruction and what? A new age. And that new age is the kingdom of heaven. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which what? Pains whence the what? The child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. So this is what's going to happen to starting with America, and in the process of America being what? Being destroyed, the elect, man. The elect, starting with the 144,000 of men, which is most of them right over here in America. Right over here in America. They're going to be taken up. They're going to receive new bodies. And in the process of them receiving new bodies, what is going to happen? They're going to be what? They're going to govern the earth. They're going to govern the earth in righteousness, not in wickedness. And there won't be no woman nowhere in charge of a damn thing. You'll be in the home, having children, and guiding the home, which is what you should be doing anyway. Verse 12. Stand now with thy enchantments, meaning your spells, your damn witchcraft. Stand now with thy enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries. All of this is witchcraft, man. In the same way, the reason you jakes are still in that mode of and not knowing the truth concerning the Pope and vice versa, on up to what, on down, should I say, on down to your Baptist church members and preachers, because why? Because of what? Enchantments, witchcraft. All of these people is being paid to keep you dumbed down and simple. Stand now with thy enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast what? Labored from thy youth. If so be thou shall be able to what? To profit, if so be thou what? May prevail. Thou weary in what? In the multitude of thy counsel. Let now the astrologer, the stargazers, the monthly procrastinators stand up and save thee from these things. What's that? There'll be Jacob trouble, starting with Jacob trouble. And these things are going to lead into what? Your nuclear destruction. Yahweh Shai and the angels. So keep praying to the Pope. Keep allowing yourself to be joined hand in hand with the wicked. And when that day cometh, which will be your fear cometh, the Heavenly Father is going to do what? He's going to laugh at you. These things that shall come upon thee, behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame, which is those nuclear missiles. Not no fire under the ground. You're burning. You're gonna get burned by those nuclear missiles. Yahweh Shai and the chariots, right? The lasers. There shall not be what? Be a coal to what? To warm at, nor fire to sit before it. What does that mean? That means it's going to be total destruction. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, and thou merchants from thy youth, they shall wander every one to his quarters, none shall save thee. So no one is going to be able to save you in those times. And we as the prophets, we've been waiting for a long time. The apostles been waiting for 40 plus years. And they're even past 40 years, they're what? They're leaders, just say leaders, been waiting even more, even longer. But we're at the age of what? We're at a new age, and that new age is going into what? The kingdom of heaven. So y'all keep praying and praising these popes, and and keep doing what you're doing. And when that fire comes, we are gonna celebrate like no other. So on that note, say Kah Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rukaha Kudash Shalom.